What I'm trying to figure out is you've got on the one hand OpenAI Sam Altman saying we are in an AI bubble. Right on the other hand, you've got folks like Masa Son committing $2 billion into Intel. The U.S. government looking for a 10% stake as well. What does it all tell you, net?
Thank you, Martin. So if you look at what Sam said after talking about the bubble, he said, we'll still do it. So we're still going to do it, and there will be players who will be investing. When it comes to Masa, what he's doing with Intel, seems to be partnering the US government, it seems. From what I see, it's very difficult for Intel to claw back its previous glory. And it's very difficult for them to compete, whether it's foundry side of the business with TSMC or even on design. So it's got a very difficult task ahead. And what SoftBank has done is with $2 billion, it's less than 2% stake in Intel, with less than, maybe about 1% of their own market cap. So it's not a very big investment for SoftBank and for Masa.
Atul, picking up on what you were just saying in terms of what's in it here for Masa and for SoftBank, you're saying it sounds like that he's trying to continue to curry goodwill from the US president. Do you think he also believes in a potential turnaround in Intel? And do you think he also sees Intel, if that turnaround is successful, as having a potential role as part of Stargate as well?
It's not entirely impossible. If you look at his biggest investments, they've been, obviously, OpenAI is a big one. NVIDIA, another $5 billion. He has acquired Ampere, which was started and founded by an ex-Intel CEO. They have recently invested in TSMC about $350 million and another, I think, $150 million with Oracle. So all these investments, they have started in the last 3-6 months, especially in publicly listed companies. Prior to that, it was primarily into unlisted private entities, and increasingly seems to be dedicating and allocating more money around the chip industry, which is AI infrastructure, as well as application side, which is Oracle and OpenAI. Does he believe it can be turned around? Well, difficult for us to say, but if Ampere, who's ex-CEO of Intel, he's acquired that company, must have had some input into this one as well. But at the same time, if there are big investors, especially if US government is going to come along in this ride, it's possible to believe that downside might be limited at this point in time.
And, so far, the market reaction has been a negative one when it comes to SoftBank. Would it have been better for SoftBank to buy the chip manufacturing unit of Intel's business? Because some reports suggest that that's what they were looking into.
That's also possible. Masa has talked about starting an NVIDIA competitor himself. And I don't know how you do that. NVIDIA has, 30 years of track record of building an ecosystem on hardware and software combined to build AI ecosystems. And Masa recently said that he wants to raise $100 billion to build an NVIDIA competitor, while at the same time investing $5 billion of his own company's money into NVIDIA. So it's very complex, but he has been investing aggressively on things around the chip manufacturing, chip design capability. Obviously, ARM, not to forget the biggest stake in ARM, 90% is that of SoftBank itself. So there are different parts of the entire AI infrastructure ecosystem in which he has invested. He was very early on the AI trade, to be honest. If you go back 10 years, he's been talking about AI investments for the longest time.